Hello and welcome to K-Stop Fuses K-Pop Podcast. Hello everybody, this is Jeff Benjamin, and as always I am joined by the any other member than Eunjung to my Curie. Tears Tina Zhu.
Yes. Okay, I'm very relieved that I'm not Eunjung. Sorry to any Eunjung lovers. She's just not my cup of tea. So I'm okay with every other member, I think.
You think?
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I didn't want to hit out. I just knew that was one to avoid. So I did.
Welcome back to another episode of K-Stop.
Hello.
We should start by saying that last week's episode, which was a fantastic episode,
really
we covered
was.
G-Dragon.
Day 6.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was waiting for days to talk about them. And I think, who was the girl group? Was it Lovelies?
No, WJSN.
Cosmic Girls, yes.
Yeah.
And then we talked about
Got Sevens Jackson.
Yes, Got Sevens Jackson.
Well, some of you probably saw the actual posts go up, or it got updated on your podcast app, on iTunes or whatever, with the correct titles and everything, but the wrong audio. And we apologize for that
it's
issue.
Just basically, the file is missing. We don't know where the episode is.
It's not our fault.
So,
we did everything right.
Yeah, so we're hoping that it turns up somewhere. If it does, we will definitely post it, belated. It would be, not timely, but I feel like it is a really good episode.
I do really love that episode. I think we talked about a lot of awesome things,
we had some great commentary.
Yeah, there was we went really in depth about G-Dragon and Day 6 and the girl groups and Jackson's kind of dreadlock controversy was it was a really good discussion. So I'm still stalking the people who kind of
facilitate
not blaming any names or anything like that, but I am working really hard and being really annoying to try to find this episode because
trying to stay on top of it.
Yes, so. And it only hopefully this won't happen again in the future.
There's a lot happening here. There's a lot of
Lots of stuff going on at Fuse TV where we're moving offices.
It's not just our podcast, so we have other things to also be on top of.
Yes,
so
we're going wild here.
But this week
is good. We got a good one and
a couple of great comebacks.
Yes, and we actually do have a comment, even though you guys technically have nothing to comment about. But shout out to What Will Said, who is at WELILE_21. Wait, was it last week? We also talked about all the cute comments everyone from K-Stop was sharing with each other. Oh, see, we have a little gush fest to start off the episode. It's so cute. Well, hopefully it'll show up soon. Keep your fingers crossed. But in any case, What Will Said hit me up when I was just kind of tweeting my general excitement that Girls' Generation confirmed that they're coming back in August, which will be their 10-year anniversary comeback or whatever. And What Will Said hit me up and said it would be great to hear on #KStop what you guys want or expect from the Queen's 10th anniversary album, Sound, Visuals, Dance, ? And that was on Twitter. Don't forget, you guys can always hit us up on Twitter. I am at Jeff__Benjamin.
And I'm at Hey_Tina with 3 A's.
Yeah, but I was trying to think about it, and I am honestly I'm at a little loss for words right now because I remember the last comeback or whatever with Lionheart, and there was the Lionheart, and then there was Think You're So Cool, or Think You Think, I think is what it's called, and it was there was one edgy hip hop, almost sexy for Girls' Generation, and then almost flappery 1920s inspired sort of looks and stuff like that, and I was wow, they really have done so many concepts.
Right.
I think I just mostly just want a really good, awesome pop song, just something that is just so
pop, more in the sense of their early debut days pop, or it's more kind of bubblegummy, or more edgy pop like The Boys.
Definitely not The Boys. I think I
want didn't like The Boys?
People liked The Boys.
Yes, I love that. I love that concept.
I liked it at the time. I don't think it's aged very well. I
love that song.
I just think it felt a little confused. In the general, knowing, at the time it was very exciting. I think that album sold hotcakes, it was such a huge moment for them. I don't know, just like
I just
Girls'
thought it was one
Generation.
of the first times where they sounded more edgy and Western.
Yes.
Like Run Devil Run I liked as well. But I like
song.
that this one they were much more individualistic and they didn't wear matching outfits. And,
Yeah.
you know, Yuna actually sounded like she could kind of sing. And, like, you know, I thought I really liked it.
I liked that too. I definitely liked that too. And I did like how what's it called? I did like how I like the individual looks, and I remember it was a really big moment. But then also, I just like couldn't really get over the fact that Girls' Generation was talking about getting it in.
Oh yeah, I actually didn't really. I prefer the Korean version, to be honest.
I think I do
thought
too.
It flowed a little better.
Yeah.
The rap portion was uncomfortable to listen to. I think
the rap version is better in English, actually. All the boys want my heart.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't really love the rap on either. Yeah, but
And in Japanese, it's even worse. In case you listen to that version too,
oh
but I want something like Genie or like something like what Genie is one of like the best songs.
Like
Gina
Genie.
just made a face.
I
and it was
think we
face.
talked about this. I don't like Genie.
Wow, I think Genie is such a good pop song, like perfect pop song. I don't know. I think I want something like a Genie or Party was a little childish, but it was still a good pop song. You know, like I don't know. I think I just want something. This we've talked about it. This trend with the girl groups. So much of this talk, singing, cheery, baby voice. I just want something that is just. I don't know, like just something, I don't know, that maybe brings me back to like that sort of era of K-pop really good, but like still fresh, still cool.
Didn't have a whole lot of frills. I feel like there's too much production on some of their songs. Sometimes like I didn't really love the Catch Me If You Can era. It was a little too messy for me.
I didn't really
so I definitely agree that I would like them to go back to like a fresher pop sound.
Yeah.
I mean, well, also I don't want it to be gimmicky, which is tough.
Right.
I did love Run Devil Run. I thought that was the first time they were ever really edgy and like really sexy. So I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah, a Kesha song. I mean, I also loved I Got a Boy. I mean, that song, I know that song is controversial among fans. It was all over the place, but I think it's so great. Yeah. So
I wouldn't be mad if it was kind of like that, but it also would be very generic to me.
Yeah.
At this point.
Right.
In K-pop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, given how experimental K-pop's gotten, for sure. And and just in terms of like looks and visuals and stuff, like I think I just want full out glam. I want glitter.
I actually want Paparazzi, the Japanese song.
Oh, I like that one.
I think that's one of their best productions.
That is one of their best productions.
That was like so clean. The song was very, current feeling. They had like that trench coat glamour look.
I love that
Everyone was
song.
styled, very mature, sultry. I loved it. I actually love their Japanese stuff earlier on.
I was about to say I love all their Japanese stuff.
I think I just didn't really follow along with the later Japanese releases, but the first full-length Japanese album was fantastic.
Yes, oh my gosh. What's that song I love? Oh my gosh. Bad Girl? Wait, no. Yeah, Bad Girl. Bad Girl was like a really good song.
Did you like Taxi?
I love Taxi, version? Mr. Taxi. Yeah, I love that song. I love Bad Girl.
That concept was cool too.
Yeah, see, maybe I'm just like, maybe I just want some like really just well thought out, full-fledged concept. Like I feel like we're seeing too much of the same stuff lately, and we've talked about it. So many cheerleaders, so many whatever it might be.
It would be hilarious if they like. I know they're way too like old to be doing like a childish concept like this, but if they came back with something like
with
that,
diapers.
If they came back with something just to show up all the rookie groups and young groups, like this is how you do it.
Oh my god, that would be actually kind of amazing.
It'd be hilarious. Or like I don't know if they did. I hope they do a 10-year medley. I'm sure they will on the music shows where they kind of bring back all of the concepts at one time.
That would be really cool. Or like maybe they'll get like I would love to see like a special like music program or something where like they get their can go through the years. I mean granted
that would be exhausting
it
too,
would.
To go
I mean Big Bang didn't do anything like that. Now that I think about it, but I think it'd just be so fun. I don't know. I'm gonna like host it myself if not. But I don't know. And or I could see somebody this is my last thought on this. Something totally in the opposite, because now you got me thinking about the Japanese albums. And did you ever hear the song? It was called Karma Butterfly. Or
no.
it was like a
that?
B-side track, but it's I'm gonna send it to you afterwards because it's very sensual and like cool and electro synth pop sounding, like very like something you would. And they did this really cool chair routine for like the Japanese store. The Sones, the Girls' Generation fans know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I think it's like they all love the song. So I could also see something like that. Maybe as like the pre-release track or something.
Ooh, okay. Now Jeff's like planning out the whole comeback.
I really am.
In his head.
SM, call me up. I'm here. So yeah. So but
yeah, we got some great comebacks coming up.
Good question. Good question. What Will said. Thank you as always for your comments. And unfortunately, we don't have any polls to get to, or we don't have any poll results either to get to. But I think
restructured.
Yeah. Who did we both vote for? I feel like I really like, just real quick recaps. I think I voted for G-Dragon because I loved.
Oh yeah, you did,
despite not loving that specific single so much. Given there's a lot more we talked about, but I think I loved the overall comeback and what it represented itself.
I definitely voted for Day 6.
You definitely did.
So I said I thought that I Smile was top 3 after Congratulations and You Were Beautiful.
Yes.
That's how much I love the song.
And I think I Smile was top 3 for me, but I think I chose Art of Letting Go, and then You Were Beautiful, and then I Smile. Okay, so you guys are all caught up. Not really,
caught up.
But anyway.
On to this week. Okay,
the past is the past. Anyway, we got some good stuff. Tina, who is first on our list?
Let's kick it off with NCT 127. I feel like they really kind of shook things up with this new release, Cherry Bomb. At least I saw some conversation about it. So what was the last time we talked about an NCT subunit? Was it, or NCT unit? I think it was Dream.
Was it the Dream one with My First, My Last? I think it was called.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I wasn't sold on it. I think
that was the one with like the kind of the creepy teacher stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't sold on NCT Dream period to begin with. Right. They had chewing gum in the beginning, right?
Chewing gum.
But Jeff loves them now. So.
I'm in love with everything NCT.
So I think so far the only 2 releases that I kind of mess with were Seven Sense, right?
The Seventh
Sense
from NCT
and I did like Fire Truck, which you thought was messy, but I kind of liked just at the gym.
Yeah. I love it now.
Speaking of messy, going into Cherry Bomb.
Here we go.
Cherry Bomb was a hot mess.
What?
I thought it was a mess. The video, the song, there was just so much going on, but that kind of epitomizes, I think, NCT units and I'm saying NCT 127, NCT U. I feel like their productions are always trying to throw everything into one. And I think this song, I don't hate it. I just think it is messy, but I did like the beat on first listen.
Yes.
I did like the beat, and I will just say that Mark totally saved this song.
Oh, yeah, he's getting a lot of praise.
He's the only thing about this release I feel like I really like. I think I'm surprised he got so many verses, to be honest. He sang like 3 different times solo, or rapped 3 different times solo.
Right.
So I thought it was a really good idea to kind of have him anchor the song. And I did appreciate, well, I think I did. There a couple parts where they went more with the vocalist and it became softer, but the whole thing, the transitions were very jarring.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, I'm digging most of this. I agree. It's like a lot to take in, right? And like they're like, this band is like this whole thing. It's just like this whole big experiment. It feels like this is just like SM's time to just like be like, let's get wild.
Let's do it all.
Like we know they'll be popular, so let's go crazy. And I like look at the like sometimes very tragic styling at the video, and I'm like, this can't
some of it is I think they honestly, you know how I said in that episode with Hyoyoung's official debut, and I said that she looked like she went to the garage sale and just picked out everything she liked and put it all on at once.
Right.
Like, I think they all went to the same garage sale. It just, nothing matches. Doesn't make sense. It's not like the messy high fashion look where you're like, where you're like, oh, that's provocative.
Yeah.
I think I might like it. Maybe it's too high level for me to grasp.
Exactly.
No, this is just like, it's just bad.
Right. No, I think about that. I've thought about that a lot. I mean, I'm like looking at their photos. I'm like, wow, it's just not cute. Like these pants, these purple pants are just terrible. But no, all in all though, I don't know why. I just love this. I feel like it's just so K-pop, like turned up to like,
oh yeah,
over volume, like it's about
just
to
on
break
5,000.
Exactly. And I think that's why I'm just become I think it's because it was too much at first, right? Like I think like I was just like, this is it's too much. But once I kind of got into this mindset that like, okay, this is the experiment, this is the, they're just really here to like mess with like just what it means to be a group and a concept and all these things. And I'm like, and now I'm here for it. Like, I'm just like, you can add as many members as you want. You can have as many sounds as you want. And I'm like, here we go. I mean, I'll say, of course, I'm a little hesitant as how this is ultimately going to work for everyone in the end. But like, and the music video, like, I didn't really love all the animation, all the looks and stuff like that. Like, but like,
oh, you didn't like it?
No.
I actually thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's the only. I just thought like it's like okay, it's almost like sometimes it just feels like they're just throwing things in just for the sake of throwing it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's accurate.
So that's how like even though I'm a fan of it all, sometimes it just feels like a little like too much.
Right. I will say that in like, I guess to follow up on your comment of them kind of just embodying like, being explosive and next level, that's essentially what the song is about, right? They're like, we're here to shake things up, we're like they say, we're the hottest hit or biggest hit, and they're really unafraid to just put everything out there, and that's something I do appreciate about this group. They really, this is like what you see is what you get, right? They're like, this is what we're here to do, and they're very unabashed about just being like, we're the new hot thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like the video, what I do like about it is they kind of took all elements of aviation, and it all came together. Like they were in a hangar.
Oh,
They had the cherry bomb concept. They
that.
had some planes in there, but just obviously the styling just really fell short. But would have liked something a little cleaner. But I will say I liked that they mixed up the sets and that they kind of kept that one set where they always keep a clean wall and they dance in front of it. They did that in Seven Sense too.
Right.
And you know how I am with warehouse looking sets. I like those.
Yeah.
So I don't like
this one had a curtain though.
Oh, okay.
Big purple
I just
curtain.
don't like distracting sets, so they kind of mixed it up. So at least I wasn't just like blown out of my mind like the whole time.
No, it's true. Exactly. They had that simple one that was good.
They balanced it.
I thought there were a lot of cool like dance moments too, like especially at the end when they like are almost going to the splits. Like, I thought that was really cool, and like
the choreography was pretty dope. A little messy in some
messy at times
scenes,
but mostly I thought it was done pretty well.
And I don't know how Mark even keeps everything straight, because he's in like every group.
Yeah, he's the one in every group,
and
right?
He knows the choreography to the T for every set of choreography. I'm like, how do you not practice? He probably is practicing like fucking like 12 hours a day, but like that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like he's in every group, and isn't Taehyung the other one who's in a lot of groups? The one that's like the silver haired one that
this time he has pink hair, yeah.
He has pink, okay.
Right. But he's in NCT.
Okay,
I think he's too old for Dream.
Right.
But actually speaking of those two, I was reading about that those two actually wrote on basically every song on this album, which including like their own raps on Cherry Bomb.
It's so funny how you can pick out who like the standout members
the stars
are.
On it. Right. I mean, like I was kind of like, okay, this is really cool too, because it's not a knock to SMX at all or anything like that, but you don't hear a lot about those acts writing a lot of their music, but they're kind of even like I feel like this is happening more. You saw it with Big Bang and G-Dragon, but then you saw it even more with like BTS and 17 and things like that. These groups are getting more and more, taking more ownership in their music stuff like that. And it's becoming like a talking point.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it was cool that we're seeing like these guys do it. And like they were saying, I think it was Mar, or I don't know. It was a cool interview. It was like, it's from their comeback showcase. And Mark was like, oh yeah, like I was just kind of waiting. I keep feeling it like, and until I'm in the booth is when I like actually like decide what the lyrics are going to be. And I was like, wow, that's like interesting. So I don't know. He just comes off really like he knows what he's doing.
Right.
So.
And he's still very young.
Yeah.
Like he's extremely
like
talented.
He's the ace supreme. He might be, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So where does this song rank in your NCT unit releases?
Wait, all of them? Okay, so
yes.
I mean, I like it.
Or the ones at least we've talked about.
I like it more than Fire Truck, less than Limitless, or what was it called?
Limitless.
Limitless. Yeah. I think I still like the 7th, although I listen to Limitless all the time. But I think I still like 7 Cents more. I don't whatever that second song was, like the rock pop one. I really love that one. And I like the NCT Dream stuff, but I think this is above
I think the 7 Cents is probably my number 1 right now too.
Yeah.
It's less what's the word? It's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
I think it's a just overall better produced song. So
I wonder if it's kind of interesting that NCT 127 has now gotten 3 comebacks or 3 releases, but that first one's only gotten 1. The Dream has gotten 2. It's just I wonder if it has to do with
liked NCTU, to be honest.
I know.
I wish it would have just been that.
I'm kind of curious what's going on with that. I wonder if like the China stuff has gotten in the way of those things because there were some Chinese members.
That's true.
But yeah, NCT 127, they're going to be in New York this week.
That's right.
We're going to talk about them in a little bit with our deep cut and a special guest.
With a guest, yeah. I know y'all have missed her.
Yes. But did you get to listen to the EP at all or anything like that?
No.
Because once again, they're all over the place, but in the best way possible. Again, there's like one song that kind of sounds a little Bollywood-esque. There's one song that's really funky. There's one song called it's my favorite song on the album. It's called Summer 127. It's just very like glittery and disco-y, and I really suggest that one. But
sorry, I didn't mean to yawn when you told me
that.
No.
Moving on. No, just kidding. No, I don't know. I've become such a fan of the NCT.
I mean, I definitely would say deep cuts tend to resonate better with me for some of these groups, since they always I feel like managers like to, or production companies like to put out like super aggressive over the top tracks for comebacks, and then it doesn't accurately represent the whole project.
Right. So no, I mean it's totally how do you get people talking about you, and you put out something kind of weird, and but luckily there's some really good tracks on this album too. And they're Apple Music's new artist of the week, which I was they're the first.
That's dope.
It's been CL and them. So I was like, and CL had a whole CL, this was months back when Lifted came out. Yeah. And then they chose them. I'm kind of like, wow, it's surprising.
It's kind of random, but okay.
I'm here for it. So yes, let us know what you guys think of the NCT. Are you guys team NCT? No or not? Let us know. Who's next on the list?
Let's talk about T-ara. Who we discussed a couple weeks back that they are, calling it quits for now.
Yeah. Even though I'm hesitant to believe it.
Fingers crossed that it's true. Oops. I let that slip out.
They are gonna
so they are back as well. They have 4 members right now, right?
Yeah, 4 members.
And the song is called "What's My Name."
What's my name?
So why don't you tell me right now how? Because you seem to really like it. So
I do really like it. I think. Yeah, in the teasers I really liked what I was hearing, but I don't know. I just we've talked about it a lot. There are a lot of girl groups specifically disbanding right now, and Wonder Girls say goodbye with a ballad. Sisters say goodbye with a ballad.
21 say goodbye with a ballad.
With a ballad. Rainbow didn't even say goodbye. You know, like Kara didn't even say goodbye. You know, like it's I don't know. Like I was kind of like
Wait, 4 minute. What? 4 minute
they didn't say goodbye.
Oh, that's true.
They but yeah, I don't know. T-ara just also like I just love. I don't know why I love it so much, but like they just came out with this like dance song that's kind of similar to their past song. Granted, I will say the song's a lot more melancholy. But granted, T-ara's done melancholy before, but you know, I kind of love the whole idea of it all. Like I like the idea that, you know, even though it is a love song and they're like pleading with a lover and she's saying my name is girlfriend, and you know, you could kind of like relate it to saying goodbye to like their situation and whatnot. Like, don't forget my name. What's my name? You know, like don't forget me. So I kind of made that connection in my head.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's really catchy. I think it's really fun. I've listened to it so many times. The Chinese version, the Korean version.
There's a Chinese version?
Well, they're so big in China because the Chinese version leaked initially, so I was greedy and couldn't wait. Okay. So I listened to it like 17 times, and then
I'll have to listen to that because like I feel like I've only really ever liked Wonder Girls Chinese release songs.
Yeah.
Like when they release they released like 4 versions of 2 different tiers.
Yeah, and Nobody.
Which I actually like that song a lot.
Not me.
I know you don't. I do. Yeah, but yeah. So I thought the Mandarin version of that one was pretty good. But
interesting.
I feel like this probably would translate well into Chinese just because it's more high pitched and bubbly, which I feel like represents C-pop a little more, or fairly well, I guess. Yeah, like I actually was surprised that I found it catchy.
Yeah.
But I think what I didn't like was the tone of their voices. It sounded so high pitched. It's like,
did.
And I'm like, it's just like it's not soothing to listen to. If it was just like down an octave, maybe it would have helped. But to your point, I do think this is one of their better songs because I just like Ti Amo or some shit that was horrible.
Oh yeah, I don't
like
know
I just
what was
don't
up with
like
that.
I don't like their discography. I don't know, like
they're not everyone's taste. I do know that.
I just think they're very bland. Like even this song, which is to me catchy. If someone else were to sing it, I think it would have been way better.
Really?
I just think they sound so bland. And then let's talk about the video.
Yeah.
Their faces are always dead.
Yeah.
Their faces never
change. It's a sad song.
But it's like bubbly and peppy. And they look kind of happy, and they're like frolicking through the fields or some shit.
Yeah. I mean,
And even in Ti Amo, which was a holiday winter song, their faces didn't move.
Yeah,
they're like one. That's what like I feel like they're one dimensional to me in every sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I liked the video too because I got the melancholy feel for it, even though it's kind of like, I don't know, you know how there's like those like summer songs that like there's that one song in summer that's really sad, but like everyone's listening to it even though it's summertime, and like everyone, that's like kind of feel I got from it. But also and it is like a melancholy song, even though despite the, kind of glitchy, poppy production. But at the same time, I think they were kind of like, there was all this, there are all the references to the members that left, right? Like, or the 2 members that left. Did you catch that? Like with like the 6 desks that, with the 2 chairs that were flipped up, or the 6 pencils that became 4 pencils.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Well, you see, I was saying all that, and I think they were just trying to, I don't know, I got the sense they were just trying to like show like they're ending on a happy note.
Yeah.
Like, they're like remaining positive, and like, I don't know, do you see this report that came out that like they supposedly have re-signed a contract with like a Chinese company, T-ara, whatever T-ara is.
Okay.
It has re-signed with a Chinese label, which is really interesting. I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know if that means all 6, all 4, whoever T-ara is. But I don't know. I just like, we talked about in the past deep cut about how it seems like the record label is kind of moving on to their new girl group instead of the old girl group, or instead of focus on them anymore. So maybe they're just ready, trying to end things as positively as possible before moving on. I don't know. I don't know why I got so invested in the T-ara story.
I don't know.
I did. Tina's given me another phase, and like
they did just win. You're listening. Like,
they won their first music program since that whole scandal today. Did you see that?
They won it. They won today.
A music program. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I guess.
I mean, like that doesn't surprise me. I think the song is catchy. The video I actually liked the kind of. I like the trolley. I like the styling. I thought they looked good. Even Eunjung, who I don't like, she looked good.
Damn.
Hate to admit it, but yeah, I thought I think it really is just I just don't like them. Period. So this is the most positive I'll ever get about them. And B, it really is just the high pitch of the tone is just too much for me.
I get that. I would kind of do this because I love making mashups. I would sing TT over it because in that little break you can be like, I'm like TT.
And that in the tone would probably fit in very well.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It totally works. So T-ara, if this really is goodbye, good job.
Keep going. Into the sunset. Don't come back. No,
oh my gosh. Come to my sunset. Yes.
But yeah, I would say it's a good ending note, I guess.
I think so too. I feel like satisfied. I don't know. And the EP is really cool too, by the way. There's this really cool song by Cree, whatever. It's like very like MIA like almost. It's really weird. It's called Diamonds. I don't know. Check it out. I highly suggest it. Yes, they all got solo songs. Last I'll say about T-ara. Okay. Moving on out to our last release of the week. Yes, we got Monsta X. One of my favorite new boy bands, actually, or a boy band I really like watching. I think they're really exciting.
They got pretty big recently.
Have they? I can't tell,
I feel like at least based on Korean charts, they sell really well.
Do they really? Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought they still didn't have.
And they have like that cool like where all 3 albums were of the same theme, and when you buy the box sets and you put them on top of each other, it like paints a picture along the spines or something. Like they have a very.
Tina, how many copies have you bought? And like,
how do you know this? Actually, I secretly know. I bought all of them. No, but
I had no idea about that.
But they have a very well thought out branding. I think.
Yeah. No. I mean, I love that. I mean, right. I mean, I don't think the songs have like blown up the charts, but I think their albums have done well.
The single we're talking about today is Shine Forever, but the song before this,
Beautiful.
You're Beautiful, that one is the most successful out of all of them, right? It came after the All In concept or era.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm like looking at their discography on because it got honestly like all the Clan 2.5, the Clan 1, the Clan 3. It got a little confusing, I have to admit. Because there was part 1, part 2, part 2.5.
Right.
And now this is, I guess, the completion of it all.
Right.
But they with the repackage. So look, but yeah, I think All In, and then Fighter was a single too, but then Beautiful was the single.
Yeah. So Fighter, I think we skipped over for K-Stop. We talked about All In, and I think we liked it.
Yeah.
Because it was very aggressive and. But yeah, so I think this is only the second time we're talking about them.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I really liked I remember Beautiful. Or I really like Beautiful, even though it kind of just like snuck past me at first.
Yeah,
but
same.
But I remember it did really well on the Billboard charts, like in terms of like Korean albums. So I remember I was like, oh wow, this one's like a jam.
You know what? It almost reminded me of Dope because the beat was so like hooky.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the production itself is
right. Yeah. Obviously Dope is on its own level, but
no, I agree. I mean, it does have that kind of party, fun sound. And then this too, though, I mean, like, I was kind of curious, if they were going to kind of, because it seemed like, this was like a success, this is kind of helping them break out. And then this is an interesting, I don't know, I think it's an interesting step is the next one, Shine Forever. What are your overall thoughts on it?
I like the song. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I think the part in the chorus where they actually sing Shine Forever, it's a little chanty for me. And I feel like it's a little corny, that line.
Yeah.
So I don't love it. But overall, I think it's fairly well produced.
Yeah.
My one thing with Monsta X is I feel like all their releases are of the same, are cut from the same cloth.
Oh, okay.
Obviously they don't all sound the same, but I feel like production wise and concept wise, they all overlap, and
there's
I
a
get
theme that
there's
they
there's
keep
definitely, that's the thing.
pulling
I tell
from.
myself it is a theme, so it's all linked together. But I think
it doesn't differentiate itself enough.
Right. Yeah, that's my point. So it's hard for me to follow along as just a casual listener.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Well.
So, but I will say, you can also twist it around, say it's consistency, and they have, a particular image in mind. So, but I will say, at least they're doing it well, and it's not just them doing multiple releases where it all sounds bad.
Right.
So I think all in, I liked a lot. This one, it's okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that they opened with, is the rapper's name I Am?
There's a lot of rappers, but
like the good looking one, the cute one. The one who like took he like subbed in for someone who did a collaboration with Hyolyn, and he like subbed temporarily for one of the songs.
I vaguely know. I know.
Or maybe it was like, maybe it was Doki. When Doki released that song? Oh, Hyolyn and Doki did that song for her pre-release comeback or whatever. Love Like This.
Right. That was Love Like
was
This.
that might have been the song where the Monsta X rapper subbed in.
This one? I think he's good looking.
Yeah. I like his voice. I think it's cute. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Monsta X, I've met them now twice.
Oh, cool.
And they're coming to the U.S. soon, so I'm hopefully we'll get to see them again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like that they started with his verse.
Yeah, no, I like the opening. I mean, yeah, like it kind of, I was, like cautious, like, I don't know, I just like didn't exactly, I was hoping for like another kind of big explosive song, like How Beautiful was, and it didn't have that same explosiveness, and I thought that the production was a little more generic, like not like almost like, it's like I've heard these kind of EDM beats before and like things like that, but I still really like the song overall. I still think there's like some really good melody lines. I like the chorus a lot, like you were saying. I like the it's like an image or something, or there's like these like lines about images and visuals. I really like that. And yeah, I just think like it's just another, even though I'm kind of again, it gets a little hazy, like when you're trying to differentiate all the different things and what albums are. I mean, literally we were just going through being like, oh yeah, there was that and there was that, but I think ultimately it's on its own, it's good. It's very good. And I think, and I love them from their debut track, the Rush song, I think it was called, or Trespass, I mean it was called. Again, I'm getting the names all confused. Perhaps
I think if we hadn't listen to everything else before this, like just standing on its own, I think it's a pretty solid release.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little confused about what's happening in the video, but I feel like I say that after I watch all of their videos. Like someone's always being kidnapped. Someone's tied up. There's like some sort of ritual happening. I don't know.
It's some satanic. I mean, it's once again this clan idea, right? And like, what the heck is the clan? We still don't.
Someone explain it to us, because I clearly didn't have enough energy to like read through comments and forums to try to figure it out.
Well, and I thought I was going to continue with the last one, but then I just got a little too confused.
Yeah.
Like there were certain members I just like I couldn't like tell like who was supposed to be fighting who, and like who did someone beat up someone else? Why is this person bloody? Why is this person blindfolded? All in all, in the end though, those last scenes with the kind of light sticks, it saved everything, and I loved it.
I thought that was dope.
Yeah. I was watching it and kind of like trying to write notes and being like, what is this? But then at the end, I like had to rewind it back because I'm like, wait, no, this is too cool. I really have to pay attention.
I did think that was a really, really great final or ending to the video.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. So yeah, and like, Well, let's see. So we've kind of talked about Starship a bit. Well, not that you guys got to hear it, but last week we talked about WJSN and how they're seemingly replacing the Sistar. And, Starship also has Boyfriend, but Boyfriend never broke out that big.
No, they didn't. They just had that song that I really like called Don't Touch My Girlfriend. It was one of their earlier releases, but it's just so catchy and it makes me so happy.
Really?
And it's like a song that you would not expect me to like because it's so bubbly.
Really?
It just makes me
I gotta
happy.
check this out. Yeah, like I don't know, like I'm looking at their, I think these guys are pretty popular and I think they're selling albums, but like it's not anything like huge or like
Right.
I wonder if like the general public knows them or not, like I always think about that in like Korea. Like they're pretty famous with international fans, it seems like, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, like Starship hasn't really had like a successful boy band, I guess, so I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Like they haven't had a #1 album yet, I don't think either.
Monsta X.
Yeah, at least not in Korea. Everything's gone to like #2, #5, #3.
I mean, even #2 is really solid.
#2 is good, of course, and they're moving albums. It's a good thing. They've sold like 100,000 copies of The Clan 2.5.
2.5.
But and The Clan 2 Part 2. But I don't know. I wonder if there's something to be said about the fact that we get so confused about it all. I wonder if like Korea's getting or fans just kind of, or the general a would-be casual fan just kind of gets confused ultimately and is like, so I don't know, maybe they just need a moment to they just need that breakout moment, but I don't know. It's I don't know, I'm still a fan of it. I'm still excited for them. I would love, they're really great dancers, really great performers.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them when they come to the US. So
Indeed.
yeah, so Tina, who gets your vote this past week?
Oh, this is tough because I didn't love any of them.
I know, you didn't have glowing reviews.
I guess I would pick. I might have to pick NCT.
Oh, I thought you were going to say T-ara.
No, I would never pick them.
Okay. Just kidding. All right,
I'm
then.
only picking NCT because I like Mark.
Yeah. No, I really like that release too, but I think I have to give it up to T-ara. I mean, I've been listening to it so much, so.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, I didn't like Ti Amo, remember?
That's
I'm
true,
not just
but
a
I don't.
blind
Any
fan.
sane person would say they don't like that song.
Hey, Views.tv readers voted that the top video
Oh,
of
yeah.
2016,
Well, their
whatever it was.
fans are very
They are
aggressive,
They
so.
are aggressive, 100%.
After they hear this, they're gonna cancel me.
Yeah,
forever.
you will be. It's been nice knowing you. I can't wait. Look out next week for a new co-host. All right, for your last chart section ever. Just kidding. Where we take a look at the top 5 K-pop songs on US iTunes. Coming in number 5. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised by the band. I'm surprised by the song. It's Fire by BTS.
I love that song.
Me too. Number 4 is Remember by Nine Muses.
Oh, which
Another
we
considered.
skipped over. Yeah.
Have you listened to it?
I haven't, but I've actually heard some positive
Yeah.
feedback, and some people are even on the shook level.
It's really
So-
solid. It's like really well done track. I mean,
All
granted, that group has just gone through they have less than half of 9 members. They have 4 members now.
Right. I think that was a group that I never even ventured, whose catalog I never ventured into.
I just, so many of my friends or people like writers I liked really liked them, and it took me forever to even find a song of theirs I like. But now I'm
that's not
mostly a fan.
reassuring.
No, but this song is really good. I'll give it to them.
Okay.
It's like, it sounds almost like Western, like something like, I don't know. Sounds like something might get released here. It's interesting. Number 3, Cherry Bomb by NCT 127.
There you go. And it's been out for a few days. So.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Number 2, this is kind of surprising, Gravity by Monsta X.
Oh my God! Speaking of Monsta X, sorry, rewind. I forgot to
Here we go.
give a shout out to like a couple songs on there that are really good. I listened to a few so Spotify, they didn't have the album on there like yesterday or the day before. I checked this morning when I was getting ready, and it was up. So I think the track right after Shine Forever called, I think, Running to You, that one's dope.
No, it's called Gravity. That's the one that
one right
started blowing up. Yeah. take a look at iTunes. That's what it's called on iTunes. I'm not looking at Spotify.
I'm just kidding. So Running to You might be NCT song.
Oh, it is an NCT song.
Oh my God, I got them confused. Okay, Running to You, NCT.
It is good. I like that song.
Yes, I like that one. That one's after. And Gravity was the other one.
Look
Okay, I don't know why I thought Gravity was like the third track on the Monsta X. Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry. But shout out to one deep cut on each of those releases.
Yeah. Gravity's good. I didn't get a chance to listen to the full album, but I want to. But Gravity's good by Monsta X. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Because I didn't get far on the actual album.
Yeah.
I only listened to the first few tracks.
Yeah. No, that one totally blew up. Like those two songs, for some reason, people seem to really like it. That's awesome. And then number one, if you can guess, it's "Shine Forever" by Monsta X.
Yay!
So congrats. Well. Yeah, it seems like it's getting a really good response. Their album's just behind G-Dragons in terms of sales. So it's good stuff overall. So yes, let us know what's on your guys' playlist as well. So now we're going to transition into a little special segment for, KCON New York is coming up this weekend. And just like last year, I'll be joined by Fuse's social media editor, director, manager, queen of social media, Brooke Bunce, who joined me last year. And we thought it'd be really fun to not only get her reflections from last year, she was totally new K-pop fan, got to see people like Eric Nam and that 17 and BTS. And
she loves Crush now.
She actually was like part of the interview with Crush. It was really awesome. So we thought we'd do a preview for KCON 2017 New York with Brooke Bunce. So here's me and Brooke talking about that. And now a special section of this K-Stop episode. We bring back longtime K-Stop fan, second-time K-Stop co-host, Brooke Bunce.
Hi, everyone.
Do you guys remember her? Of course you do. We had a great Brooke co-hosted an episode with me. I think, what was that? We talked about Card and IU and G-Dragon. Yes, we did. It was like not that long ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago. But we thought it would be perfect to bring Brooke on for this week's Deep Cut section because Brooke and I are once again heading to KCON New York for Fuse to do everything there. Brooke, I gave you a little intro earlier, but you are the social media queen of Fuse, and you last year was your first ever K-pop experience, period, right?
Yes.
KCON. You had just joined Fuse. You didn't know what to expect. You watched one BTS video, and that was it.
that was my homework.
Right.
And I was just thrown right into it.
You were. Well, but you have always been, though, a big beauty fan and K-beauty fan and stuff like that.
Yes, I was really excited for that. The K-pop world was totally new to me.
Yes, exactly. But so real quick, I'm just kind of curious, what were your ultimate reflections, thoughts, tell us about the K-pop fan you are, or maybe you aren't today.
Because of last year?
Yeah, or just what was it like for you? Yeah.
So I was expecting something completely different than what I was presented with, but in a good way. My expectations were really just blown out of the water.
Yes.
I loved the diversity of fans that were at KCON, not only in age, but just in background, in ethnicity.
Oh my God, yeah.
You could tell that there were lots of walks of life there, which I loved. I was surprised by how many different things you could do there. Because you and I not only did food, there was dancing, there was K-beauty, there was the panels.
We danced much.
There was the merch tents.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, just the fact that there were so many activities that could take up an entire day.
Right, all in this sort of K world or whatever, So yeah, no, I'm very happy to hear that. Granted, I'm glad to hear it on tape. You told me this the whole time. So last year,
and it made me, sorry to cut you off. It made me the K-pop fan I am today,
right.
which is casual, but
you're getting more and more into it.
But
every
yeah,
day.
Intensely growing by the day.
Right. Well, let's see. So last year's lineup was really, really good.
Yes.
There was BTS, 17, Eric Nam,
Ailey,
B2B, Day 6, Mamamoo,
Crush,
right?
Double Trouble or
no, Dynamic Duo. Wow,
whoa, sorry.
You are allowed
Edit
to make
that
fun
one
of
out.
her, but never
or not.
I think that was everyone.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, who have you have you kept up with them, or have you found anyone that you liked from those people elsewhere?
Well, BTS now, the fandom is intense
Yes,
and deep.
you love them.
17, love them. I love following their career right now. It's really exciting. I love Crush.
You do.
Yeah.
You were interviewing Crush basically. We got to you totally slayed it and you loved you. It was awesome.
Thanks to the picture of the questions you sent me on your phone.
Yeah. So
I had to interpret your handwriting on the phone screen.
Fun behind the scenes story of KCON. Things are really crazy. Everyone's schedules are so crazy, and including the artists. Of course, the artists' schedules are crazy, but I think it was my panel. I was on a panel, speaking on a panel. I'll talk about my panel soon, don't worry. But we were speaking on a panel, and I think it was supposed to end at 3, and then our Crush interview was supposed to be 3:10 or something. And I was just in case, I have these really shorthand notes. I was just in case something happens, or who knows if I get caught up in something, let me just give you these notes or take a picture of these notes, and then you can ask him. And I was like, here's basically what it means. Try your best and everything. I was just in case it won't happen. Of course, they had to move his interview up 40 minutes. I'm
yeah, it was
looking at my
2:30
phone
or something.
Yeah,
so
looking at my phone.
You're Brooke, you're doing this.
Here we go, Brooke. And it was great though. It was he was one of the best interviews.
He was wonderful.
He was one of the best interviews of the whole festival, I thought.
And then I loved seeing him perform.
Yes, yeah. No,
it was a big stage at KCON, and the stage production was crazy to me too.
Yeah,
that was such a shock.
That was really cool. It looked like an award show.
Yeah, and to see just one person on that stage and being able to have stage presence was pretty cool too.
He owned it. He totally did. I loved it. Yeah, go Crush. Yeah, no, I thought last year was so much fun. If anyone's been, this will be year 3 of KCON New York. Last year, if anyone had been there from the beginning in 2015, last year was a huge upgrade and improvement since the previous year. Last year they kind of only utilized kind of half the arena. There was a lot less stuff going on, but last year was just it also blew my mind. So I was really, really happy. And it seems like it's going to be even bigger this year.
Do you know who is going to host this year?
Ooh.
Because that actually was a really fun part of it too. And that Rap Monster and Ailey hosted. And that was the first time I ever experienced Rap Monster ever.
Right. And you quickly fell for him,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yes, I did. But he was wearing the cutest glasses. He had his hair all different. And he and Ailey had this really sweet interaction, chemistry.
Right.
You were everyone's gonna think they're dating now because I think they hugged.
Yeah, exactly. I was oh, this is controversial. You know what? I haven't heard anything about hosts or anything like that. And I'm looking at the lineup, and we'll get into that in just a second. But I don't know if there are. So Rap Monster speaks pretty good English. Ailey's from America. So they were kind of obvious hosts. I think Eric Nam came out for a section and did a little hosting. He's from Atlanta. But I don't know if there's any very fluent or confident English speakers in most of these acts.
Maybe there are.
Which is interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll
interesting.
ask me, KCON, I'm here. Ask me and Brooke.
Brooke, yeah, and Jeff will do it.
Oh, and everyone will think we're in a relationship. But don't worry, I will not get into that scandal. But
we'll keep that under wraps.
Yes,
for now.
It's all under wraps. We will.
That would be fun. Maybe we could do a little research and try to guess who it is.
Yeah.
If anyone else has any guesses.
Seriously, yeah. If you guys have any thoughts, please let us know. Because I'm well, if you want to get into the artists for this year, I don't know if you had other thoughts about last year. Anything else we need to?
No, I'm excited too because last year I was very new to social media as well and covering social for Fuse, and I did a pretty bad job of it.
No, you did a great job. It was so fun.
And this year we don't have the video team, so we are a little bit more free in our schedule, and I am much more confident on social media. So please tell me what you want to see on Snapchat.
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing it times 100 of whatever I did last year.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of fun with like, we went to food stuff, we went to some beauty stuff, we went to some merch stuff. But I feel like we can just go crazy this year. We'll have a little more freedom. It'll just be the two of us.
I'm gonna be grabbing and interviewing people on Snapchat.
Yeah.
If you see me, please come up.
If you see us, please come up. We would love to say. I mean, we love talking to you guys at all times. But yes, we would love to get you on the give you guys some promo on Fuse. But yeah, I'm really, I don't know, I'm like getting more and more excited as the days go by, just because, I really want to see what they bring out, what kind of merchandise I can get, what after school poster I can buy.
I'm excited to see the costumes.
Yes.
And outfits this year. I'm excited for whatever free food they're handing out. Last year there were those delicious popsicles.
Right. Oh, you know what I heard actually? So I was I've been doing a couple interviews with like some different KCON people and stuff like that, and food is going to be a really big emphasis this year. Like they're gonna, I think they said they like doubled the amount of food stuffs they're gonna have. So whether that's like a demonstration workshop or whether it's a the food trucks, I think there's gonna be a lot of that. So if you're a fan of K food, those kind of things, like look out, you're about to be like really satisfied.
I'm excited. Last year we tasted a lot of stuff because Jeff hosted a food video.
We did.
I might bring that back on social as a get ready for KCON this year.
That was a great day.
Jeff did a good job hosting.
Aw, thank you.
Which just proves that you could host the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, Brooke, you're being too sweet to me.
And I was looking through my my like iCloud last night.
Oh yes,
and I found the old KCON videos. I saw you twirling around a potato tornado.
I did do that.
Eating some kimchi fries.
Oh my god, those were incredible. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm remembering it all.
And we thought the Korea truck was pronounced Korilla because we are
stupid.
We were too hot. The sun was melting our brains.
It was literally,
It was so hot.
I was like sweat. I was a hot mess. My hair was terrible. It was like, I just got a haircut, everyone.
I'm planning to go shopping. I'm looking for some cute rompers.
Ooh,
to wear.
Me too. Or I mean,
you could get a romp.
Actually, I could actually. Those are big for festival season. Yeah, I got to get a new outfits too. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for this year. Hopefully I'll be able to buy a cute plushie or something like that. That's my tradition. Anytime there's like a festival of this kind.
I'm going to stock up on some sheet masks. Last year I restrained myself, but this year I'm going all out.
Probably cheap too, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's some you can get there that you can't really find, that aren't easy to find. They bring in so much stuff.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing our girl Charlotte show. I interviewed her last year.
Yes, I'm
Brooke's
excited.
a big fan of her in particular. I'm a big fan of her.
I'm excited to meet some YouTubers as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Charlotte is doing a couple workshops and panels and stuff like that, but are there more people like we should look out for?
So Charlotte had said that she was doing an influencer panel.
Ooh.
And there's some YouTubers that are going to be on that panel. One specifically that I'm a fan of is Joan Keem. She does a lot of beauty and lifestyle YouTube videos.
Nice. Joan Keem. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's already in New York. She's been posting about it on Instagram. So I'm excited to go fangirl.
Nice. I'm going to give just a little self-promo right now. I'm going to, speaking of panels, basically, just so you guys know, I will be moderating. It's a panel. It's on Friday at 2:30. At panel station 1. It's called Behind the Scenes with LDN Noise, the producers of SM Entertainment. These guys, we'll be talking to this production duo, LDN Noise. They've done so many things. They've done EXO, NCT, they've done Taeyeon, they've done a lot of music, like especially with SM Entertainment, and we'll be doing this really awesome panel where they're not only going to show us, we're not only going to talk to them kind of what they do and how they do it, but they're going to show us actually how they created an EXO's Monster after the fans voted for it on Twitter, and then you guys can ask questions too. So please, I would love to see you guys there. Please make sure it's a great panel. And then on Saturday, I will be at the KCON.TV panel, or booth, I guess it's called. And that's where I'll be having a little interview of some sorts, where anyone can come up and ask questions or talk to you guys, and it'll be recorded and maybe it'll be live stream or something. But I would love to meet you guys there to talk about literally nothing's off topics. We can talk about anything as controversial as you guys want to get. I'm so here for it. So that'll be at 2 p.m. on Saturday the 24th at the KCON.TV booth.
I am looking at the panels now, and I am so excited.
Ooh.
Because another YouTuber I really like, Edward Avila.
Oh, yes.
He does a lot of stuff with Joan. They're doing a panel together, Life in Korea. I'm so excited. They both they're both Americans that live in Korea.
Oh, nice.
But I believe Edward is from Philippines, and then Joan's background is Korean. So they have an interesting take on living there. So I'm excited for that. And they do have food panels. Ooh.
So much food, right?
Yes.
I love it.
There's dance workshops. Are we going to go?
Yes. And I'm going to Snapchat you the entire time dancing.
I want to learn G-Friend fingertip.
Fingertip.
Can we learn that?
Sure, Brooke.
Also, you need to attend the Gwang makeup tips. Do you know what Gwang is?
No, what's that?
So it's this, and I'm sorry if this is like not correct translation, but it's basically means like that dewy look.
Oh.
It's like a dewy.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Supple look.
Yes.
And it's like what is like the end goal of all Korean beauty, basically. So you just want that Gwang. So they're doing a Gwang makeup tips, Gwang makeup tips panel on Friday, and I think we need to go.
That sounds cool. I didn't even know that was something you could practice or prepare for. I thought it just happened.
It's an aspiration.
It's a whole thing.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a Gwang lifestyle.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for the panels too. I hope you guys come out and say hello, and please don't be shy. I mean, I always get so many like tweets after like something like KCON. They're like, "Oh, I wanted to say hi, but I was too nervous." I'm like, "No, don't be nervous." I literally could not be happier to talk to you. So please come say hi to me or Brooke or anyone else.
It's exciting for everyone.
It's exciting for everyone involved. But let's also talk about the artists this year too, because there's like a really interesting mix, I think, this year. And I think like it's very different than last year, but it's also it's cool. So I'll just go through the quick lineup. So on June 23rd, which is the Friday show, that's when G-Friend, KNK, SF9, Zion T, and Highlight are all performing.
Ooh. Oh, Jeff, one more thing. There's a boy beauty class on Saturday.
Oh, I saw that. Oh
my gosh, I'm so excied.
That one's kind of interesting.
I'm going to make you go on stage. I'm going to Snapchat you getting your BB cream.
Oh, I hope it blends well. I tried BB cream once. It was a mess in like a store. It was like not the right skin color. Like got stuck in my beard. It was terrible.
We'll help you out.
Thank you. Yes, I'll have to shave beforehand. But yes, Friday I'm actually like particularly kind of curious about, because I don't know KNK and SF9 that well. Like there's a lot of new boy bands they have this year. So I'm kind of curious to like learn more about them, and because like I always say this like every year, like I said this like a while ago, is that like usually at KCON there's like a standout person that like kind of becomes really big. Like I remember seeing BTS in like 2013, 2014, whatever it was. They just got like this is way before they broke out anytime big like than they did last year. But they just got this huge response. I was like, who is this band? I was like, they're the first band performing of the night. I didn't know a lot about them. I was like, who is this band? And like, I just remember really like being like, I need to watch them though. Like they are clearly inspiring something. So I like always kept them on my radar. And then, here they are now, breaking records and whatnot. So, maybe SF9 or KNK will be that group. I don't know.
Or NC 127.
NCT 127. Yeah, they're on Saturday, but they're new. They're pretty hot. They're from a big record label too, that like kind of ensures that like there is an interest in them, and I see them like selling really well in America too. So and them and Up Tension as well. Up Tension is a new one. I know Up Tension a little bit, and they have really cool dance moves. I think you're gonna like them, Brooke, in particular.
We gotta go learn that dance.
We do.
Dance workshop.
We do. Zion T is someone I also think you should keep your eye on, Brooke, because Zion T is also that alt R&B sort of
He's
sound.
He's like a Crush type,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Have
kind
they
of a
done
crooner.
songs together?
I'm sure they have. I'm almost positive they have. But I think you'll really like him. He's the
I'm excited.
solo act of everything this year, which is interesting. But I think you'll really like him. Of course, we got like some veteran boy bands. We got CN Blue and Highlight. Highlight, of course, used to be named Beast. Now they're Highlight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, you do know these people. See,
I know
it's
Beast.
all coming together. And I'm excited just to see, because I haven't seen CN Blue in a while. They're always awesome live. I love their music, and I've never seen Beast or Highlight, so I'm really excited for that. Then, of course, we got the ladies. We got G-Friend and Twice also coming up. Actually, both of them were at KCON Los Angeles last year. So I'm curious to kind of just see how they've grown. You've checked out Twice before, right?
Yes, and G-Friend.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of them?
I'm excited to see what they bring to the table.
Yes.
Especially with two girl groups. We didn't have
groups.
that last year, did we?
We had
Mama
You're
Moo.
right. We only had Mama Moo, and then we had Ailey as those were sort of the representative females.
So I'm excited that there are more females this year to see how the groups kind of set each other apart.
There's Twice has 9 members and G-Friend has 6, so there's 15 girls this year as opposed to the 5 that were here last year.
I'm excited.
So it's a big time for the girls. Yes. No, I think it's a really. It's a very varied lineup, and I mean this is what's so great about KCON too. Is just like when the panels and the food and all the workshops and things like that. The lineup is always very varied too. It's not just only new group. It's not just only veteran groups. It's not just popular groups. It's not just really hot trendy groups. It's not just pop. It's really got a lot of everything. So I'm excited for you to see this new array of artists, Brooke, and I can't wait to get your reviews afterwards too.
I'm excited too.
Yes.
We're gonna dance the night away.
Dance the night
I want to get a
away.
light stick this year.
You do?
Didn't have one last year, and I was sad.
Gosh, you're right. I think we missed out on the free gift or something. So we're just lonely and shaking our fists by ourselves. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, yeah, at KCON, if you guys don't know, it's this Friday. I think tickets are still available. I think you can come to the convention only if you want for $20, or you can come to the concert. I think it's a little more expensive. Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Get there early for my panels. Once again, come see me talk to LD and Noise at 2:30 on Friday.
Wear a hat because there's no shade, and it gets really hot.
Yeah, so you definitely should come to the panel because you'll get nice and shady.
Oh,
Wait.
yes.
Oh, you were. I thought you said wear at because it gets hot. But you said wear a hat.
Wear a hat.
Yes.
Wear your bucket hats.
Yes.
Wear
Brooke
your
has
sunglasses.
her bucket hat. Yes. Bring your sunglasses, exactly.
Put on sunscreen.
Drink
sunscreen. Water.
We definitely got sunburn last year. I think we did. Yes. Bring what? Yes. Drink. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. And come say hello. We'll be looking out for you guys. Yes.
Yeah,
make some new friends. That's the thing too. Is that you find so many people who are just into this stuff as much as you are. You gotta find. I've made lifelong friends at KCON. It's amazing. And
I loved seeing all the people that came up to you.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Cute. I know. And if you guys come up to me, we'll follow each other on Twitter. We'll make it all happen. I love it. So it's just it feels like coming to summer camp.
This year I'm not going to be. My goal for this year, I want you to share your goal for this year too.
Okay.
My goal for this year is to not be afraid to ask questions.
Oh.
Because last year I felt just so dumb. I felt like everyone there knew everything, and I didn't want to come off as ignorant or anything. And then I realized it's a very open community.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's learning.
Exactly, and a lot of people are really happy to kind of explain things, because they're like, oh my gosh, you want to care about it too.
Yes, so I'm gonna ask way more questions this year.
That's great. My goal, I think, is to make sure I'm connecting with everyone. It does get really, really busy. Last year, I remember things got really busy. We were running from interview to talking to someone else
Yes.
And there were times I was like, oh, I really wish I had got that person's business card, or really got that person's name, or really got their face down or something. Because I just remember we were rushing a lot. We had a lot of commitments and things like that. I think this year I really want to make sure that I can get that moment or that connection with everyone. Whether that's an artist, whether that's a random person on the street, whether that's, someone's manager, another reporter. I just really want to make sure that because I felt, last year I was just exhausted by it all. I think I tried going somewhere after KCON on Saturday, and I just I couldn't move. I'd never been that tired. We were so tired. So I think that's my goal. Is that a weird goal?
Like a good goal. No, I think that's.
I hope so.
You just gave me an idea. I need to bring something with me, or I don't know.
Bring
make sure everyone
something.
I follow everyone on Twitter or Instagram or something.
Yeah.
I don't have business cards currently, but I need to bring something like that.
A sheet of paper with your signature.
This little tear off piece of paper with my phone number.
An autograph book. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, bring me your autograph book. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, we'll see you guys there on Friday and Saturday. Please hit us up if you're gonna be there. We should mention our social just in case. I'm at Jeff__Ben. I said only 2 underscores, right? Jeff__ Benjamin on Twitter.
And I'm at Brooke E. Bunts on Twitter.
Brooke E. Bunts. Brooke E. Bunts.
Brooke E. Bunts.
Don't forget it. And then, yes,
so there are 2 E's.
Yes, there are 2 E's.
KEEBUNCE.
Yes.
You might see Jeff retweet me from time to time.
You might. If I'm feeling
If I'm lucky enough.
Just kidding. I love your tweets, Brooke.
I have some fun content that I'm going to share as a little TBT leading up to KCON this year.
Oh,
I think you guys
yes.
will be excited.
I heard about this, yeah.
When I was looking back through my iCloud Google Photos last night, I found some fun videos I totally forgot about.
Ooh,
so get ready.
Love it. Yes, so maybe certain people in the army should look out for it.
Yes, maybe some army members
maybe
would
people
enjoy.
who like broad shoulders.
Yes, those especially.
And thanks so much to Brooke for being our special guest for this week's Deep Cut, where we talked about KCON New York. If you guys are there, please, of course, like I mentioned, come say hello. I'll be doing a couple panels, couple different things. I'll be running around the whole time, buying, whatever poster of After School I can find, if you have whatever you can. Please come say hi, because we love seeing you guys, love talking to you guys. And I'll send a message to Tina for you too. If you have a love letter for her, I'll hand deliver it to her. But yes, as always, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week. As always, this has been Jeff.
And this is Tina. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.